Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are again, another week, week 8, last week of October. Obviously I'm back home, not in a car. Yeah, man, last week, I don't know what to make up of that. That week, it was just a rough week, man. Rough week. I thought it was finally gonna work. I thought, finally gonna break through with the predictions and finally, but because I thought last week was an easy pick 'em of games. Unfortunately, no. That's why we, new week and a new week is a new opportunity to try to go undefeated. And I would like to have by the end of the year a streak where you win every game, but at this point it's impossible with all the fixed stuff you've been seeing. So let's jump right into it. Teams on a bye this week are the Chargers and Chiefs. But here we go. Thursday night football tomorrow night. Ravens at Bucks. Baltimore's 1. Over-under is 45. Tampa, man, I don't know what happened last week. That was bad. Could have been Tom Brady's one of his worst losses of his career. But tomorrow night, I like Baltimore. I'm going to take Baltimore because just the way that the Bucks have been playing is shit. You know what I mean? And Baltimore's favorites. And a short week on the road like that, and just like it's so hard right now to just take the Bucks. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna take Baltimore at 27-20. I think it's gonna be a 7-point win. I think Lamar is gonna be able to run. Luckily, we got a good Thursday night game because the last two have been not so good, team wise. But yeah, give me the Ravens. Now we have a London game on ESPN Plus, so I guess I won't be up watching this until maybe halftime. But I don't have ESPN Plus, so I'll just see highlights. But Broncos, Jaguars, who really cares about it anyway? Jacksonville's 2.5, over-under is 39.5. Well, I guess Russell Wilson, I don't know what his status is, but I don't think that matters. I think Jacksonville wins. Denver's D's good. But I don't see them really winning this game. I mean, they could, but I don't see it. I think Jacksonville is a better team. Denver's been really disappointing. I'm gonna take the Jags by 6. 20-14. Because they're both teams. I mean, they can't move the ball, especially Denver. Yeah, especially Denver. Excuse me, I just came back from the gym and I'm thirsty as hell. Came back from Ross Fitness All Pro, doing baseball and all kinds of stuff. And stupid me, I always bring one water bottle with me, and I need 2. And I just got home and I'm like, but whatever. Came home. I said, what a good way to just come home and do something is do a video now instead of tonight, so I can upload for you guys in about an hour and a half. By the time it uploads and processes, so usually after I do every video, it's out like about an hour and a half later, unless I like do a video, and then, like at night before, and I'll upload it the next day. So we're back at it. So all right, so next game on to the 1 o'clock window now. We have the Panthers at the Falcons. Atlanta's 4.5, 41 as the over-under. Yeah, I like the Falcons here because the Panthers aren't going to win 2 games in a row. Atlanta, they're 3-4. The Panthers are 2-5, but I just don't see them going on the road like that with nobody over there. And DJ Moore, somebody could be dealt by Sunday. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. It's going to be a close game, though. But give me 23-17 Falcons. Just it is what it is. This game it is what it is. Well, I'm going to go a little bit of a... it's not a surprise, but I'm just going to go... I don't want to go too obvious for the lock of the week, but I'm going to go... This is my lock of the week. Cowboys at home against the Bears. Obviously there's other ones I could be choosing, but I'll just go with this one because Dallas last week looked good against Detroit. Now they play the Bears, and they play another shit team in my division. I mean, I just think Dallas, they're playing good right now, man. Still, after this week, they'll be 6-2. I think they won this game like 30-17. A nice 13-point win. Justin Fields last week got lucky. Should have never beat New England. But there you have it. Dallas will take that and take care of business. Lock it in as your lock of the week. Next game, Dolphins at Lions. Miami's 3.5. Over-under's 51.5. Well, that line, it's only 3.5, but it's in Detroit, but I'll still take Miami. I think the Lions won't be able to stop Tyreek Hill or Waddle, especially Hill, man, going downfield. I think Hill could rack up 200 yards in this game. I feel bad for whoever's playing him in fantasy. But I just see, like, you know what I mean? I don't really see the Lions can't stop anybody, although last week they did a decent job against the Cowboys. But I think Dak's first week back, you would expect a game like that. But it's a game right here. I think Miami puts 31 up. You know what I mean? Lions D at home. It seems like it's better on the road this year, to be honest with you. So give me the Lions. Give me the Dolphins over the Lions, 31-20. I think it's gonna be an 11-point game. You know what I mean? I don't really see the Lions making this game as close as you would think. I think this could be a game where, it's like, all right, last week Miami, same thing with Tua. His first game back, but now Tua's back. He's telling everybody, let's go. Let's get this thing going. So, win for Miami. Cardinals at Vikes. Vikings are 3.5. Over-under's 49. On paper, coming in this year, I had this as a good game. I had it either way. But now, looking at it, it's after the bye for us, good. Arizona coming off, week and a half, basically. Arizona's D looked all right last last week. That was against Dalton, though, but they still gave up, 30-something points. I don't know how. But Minnesota off the bye, I'm taking Minnesota, you know what I mean? But even as outsiders, I see a ton of people taking Min. It's just because Arizona's too inconsistent. You can't trust them. I don't think Kyler Murray, with all that noise in Minnesota, is going to go up there and win. It's just like he's not that type of quarterback. You ain't like you're playing Burrow or Josh Allen or Mahomes or shit. You know what I mean? Like it's Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? He has Hopkins, but that's it. I think it's gonna be 31-24 Vikes. Still a one-score game. Still one-score game. It ain't gonna be a two-score game. It's one-score game. But I just think the Vikings right now are they're feeling good about themselves. You know what I mean? I think all these games, let's rack them all up at the end of the year. At the end of the year, we have some easy games, but at the end of the year, it's just like, just in case, you know what I mean, if something bite you in the ass for seeding wise, you don't, as of right now, I think we'll end up as a 2 seed because the Eagles have the easiest schedule ever. So, I think as the 2 seed right now to play the 7 seed to start off the playoffs, I'm all in. Eagles trade for Bears defensive end Robert Quinn. That is what it is. That's cool when you're doing a YouTube video and you get news, That would have been nice if I was talking about men and something happened. But, so Vikings should win that game. Raiders at Saints. Las Vegas is 1.5. Over-under is 49.5. Give me Las Vegas on the road. Again, the Saints, they're all banged up. They're 2-5. Just a team that, to me, a Saints a team that doesn't do shit for me. Like, they don't scare you. I like the Raiders here in a 28-24 type of game, though. I think, another game that's going to come down to the wire. The Raiders, I just like the Raiders better. So, 28-24 Raiders. That's. Patriots at Jets. New England's 1.5. Over-under is 40.5. Before I started this YouTube, Mac Jones is starting this week. Yeah, Robert Quinn's kind of like older though, so I need to. Give me the Jets at home. I like the Jets, man. They're doing all right. I know Brees Hall's out, but I think he's out for the year. But I still think New England is a mess. Give me the Jets here, 21-17. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're just doing enough. They're just doing enough just to win games. I mean, if they lose this game, then it's not all right. It's Brees Hall, that whole offense over there, and kind of that team. So we'll see. But give me the Jets. Steelers at Eagles. Eagles are 11. Another easy game at home. Over-under's 43. I'll take the Eagles 28-16. Pitts could give issues, but I'm assuming they won't. You know what I mean? Because the Eagles, they are what they are. If this game ended in an upset, I'll think it has something to do with the Eagles players thinking about the Phillies. That's it. Thinking about the World Series. That's it. Although, it's a different sport, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But the Eagles should win this game. I don't see them losing to the Steelers. 4 o'clock window. Titans, Texans. Tennessee is 2 on the road. Over under 40.5. Texans are got to be the worst team in the league. Them and the Panthers. So give me Tennessee. I'm surprised the line's only 2 though. Could be a weird game. Could be a trap game. Give me the Tennessee by 10. 24-14. I just think that Derrick Henry will score. But Tennessee hasn't really shown me a lot this year. I don't know if they're sneaky 4-2, but they're not a team that I think could do damage in the postseason. So we'll give it a good one this week, though. So next game, Commanders at Indy. Oh boy, no Wentz. That sucks for him. No revenge game, but Sam, what's his name? Esslinger. I don't even know how to say his last name, but whatever. Indy's 3. Over under 39.5. I'll take Indy. Commanders did look good last week against stinking Green Bay. But give me Indy here at home. I'll take Indy by a point, too. I'll take them 21-20. Colts always play those type of 1-point games. They're just a better team. If this is in Washington, I go Washington. But it's in Indy. So, it's a different field playing at home and on the road, obviously. Even though the Commanders fans don't really have a fan base, but whatever. But it's probably on paper, I think the most boring game and boring game and the worst game of the day, maybe. Is what it is. 49ers at Rams. San Fran is 1.5. Over under 43. I'm going to go with the Rams off the bye. They're playing 3-3. I don't think they're going to get swept against the Niners. Full trade details for a 4th round pick. If a team needs a pass rusher, they do it. We don't need one, but I just think the Rams they're 3-3, but they should be better. And I think this is the division game that McVay knows he has to win, gets back on track. It's you know what I mean. Niners didn't look too good last week either, but I think this game's gonna be like a 24-21 Rams. I just think that I don't know, off the bye, losing off the bye is never good. It just never is, unless you're playing unless it's like Denver playing at Buffalo, yeah. But overall, you're just not gonna you know what I mean? I'm just saying in general. So that's that on that. Next game, Giants at Seahawks. Seattle is 3. Over under is 45. Okay. Yeah, I like Seattle on home. The Giants can't keep doing this. Cannot. They're 6-1, but they cannot keep doing this. They're frauds. It's annoying. And Seattle's not playing too bad of football, man. They're doing better than Denver when Denver's got Wilson. So I think Seattle destroyed them in that trade. So yeah, Seattle will win here, I think, by 7. I'm going to say 27-20. every time you say the Giants are gonna lose, they fucking win. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, but yeah, this week I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. It's in Seattle. If it was in Giants, it'd be a little bit of a different story. But give me Seattle. Should be a good game though. Here's my blowout of the week. Sunday Night Football. Bills home against Green Bay off the bye for the Bills. Bills are 11.5. Over-under is 47.5. Green Bay, or Aaron Rodgers has never been, I saw, a 10-point or more underdog in his career. So, wow. I'm going to take the Bills here 35-17. I think it's not going to be a fun one for Green Bay. They just can't match up with that. It's supposed to be raining too. It's just going to be, I think, a sloppy, messy game if it rains. And I think Buffalo's prepared. I think Green Bay's D is overrated. They can't stop the run. If Aaron Rodgers if Josh Allen just runs all over them, then they're screwed. Because, they're not going to be able to do shit. You know what I mean? So I think Buffalo here, man, like, it's going to be their game. Like, just Allen's going to show Rodgers, man, go hit the golf course. Now I'm going to take your spot. Mahomes will take Brady's spot, but I'll take your spot. Because, Brady and Rodgers were like, neck and neck at the time. Brady's better, but like neck and neck, they're like the same. People, there's debates, people who would rather have, and it's the same thing, Allen and Mahomes. I compare Allen more to Rodgers, and Mahomes is the best in the league, so I compare Mahomes to Brady. So, there you have it. So Monday night, Halloween, Bengals at Browns. Cincinnati's 3.5, over-under is 47. They say weird things happen on Halloween, but I think the Bengals here, I just think the Browns right now are just a total mess. Losing all these games and shit like that. I'm going to take the Bengals by... It's going to be a 3-point game, though. Just because I'm going to take 27 to... That was just another alert. What did I say? Third? 27? 20, no, I'll say 30-27. I think both teams can put up points here. It's a Halloween type of game. You know what I mean? 30-27 Bengals. It's that, you know what I mean? It's a type of division high scoring game when teams play. And that's the last game of October and the last week of October. Hey man, next week is the halfway point. By the time I'm on here next week, I'll be talking about trades. We already saw one. And now they're all going to start coming. So, I hope everybody enjoys it. And you got your World Series coming up, Phillies, Astros. Houston's a huge favorite. I like Houston in 6. I just think if the Phillies win, it's a joke to the league. It just really is because... It's like there's better teams in the NL and they got there because like they didn't get to play the Dodgers. If they played the Dodgers, they would have lost in the NL. So yes, just face it. If you're a Phillies fan and you think not, then I'm not gonna say nothing. So you should know what I'm thinking in my head. But the Astros are just this dominant and they're lethal and right now it's just I don't know, but if they do win it, they can have, a World Series hangover. It shit always happens, but I don't know what I'm going to watch on Monday night. Football or that. It probably switch back and forth. Hey, excuse me. But anyways, all right, well, that's it. Enjoy the week. Have a good Halloween. Stay safe. Enjoy your World Series. I'll be back here next Wednesday, so it could low-key could be over if somebody gets swept. But I doubt that happens. So, that's it. So, all right. Have a good week. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your World Series. Skol Vikes.